Well, here we are on a Monday afternoon. Welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show. Head coach and athletic director Sammy Burnett is right here, y'all. How are you, Coach?
I'm doing well, Carl. How are you?
We're hungry.
Hungry?
All morning, Star and I were talking about, and Randy, barbecue and all of this stuff. And then we come on before the show talking about tuna fish sandwiches, which we well love.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're on diets, like you and I are. We talk about all the food we wish we could eat.
I know ice cream and blackberry cobbler.
Blackberry cobbler and barbecue.
Woo-wee.
Nothing better than barbecue or fish.
Right?
I know Star doesn't like fish, but I'm a lover of fish.
Me too. I've gotten on a kind of a tilapia deal. I love just some tilapia.
I like free, so any of you guys have been fishing and have too much in your freezer, I like free fish.
There you go. Sammy will take your fish.
I sure will.
Hey, by the way, today, Star had this morning, it's National Shrimp Day. Are you a shrimper?
No, but I called someone a shrimp in the third grade when I was at Northwest, and I had to write 100 sentences and define what shrimp was.
Really?
Times have changed, haven't they?
They have. I will not call anybody a shrimp again.
Yep.
Yeah,
Times have changed.
that's funny. So you do fish and all, but you don't do shrimp?
Oh, do I?
Oh, well, I thought you said...
Oh, yes. I'm a seafood connoisseur.
I love
too.
shrimp
If it comes
fried.
out of the water, I like it.
Really?
Maybe.
I've seen some stuff come out.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. Squid, calamari.
I love that too.
Do you?
Fried calamari.
Oh, it's been nice knowing you, Coach. All right, man. We talked about that last week.
At the Asian food restaurants, you can get the little squid that are about the size of a silver dollar. I get those, and they're actually really good. And my daughter, I do it. Half of it is for me because I like them. The other half is because it grosses my little one out. Leighton doesn't like them too much, so I usually eat a couple of those. They're good.
Those little tentacles still
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
Oh my goodness! My oldest son loves that stuff when he
they're
comes
good.
into town.
Some kind of salady stuff.
Oh man! Well, now that we've ruined everybody's dinner talking
Yeah.
about tentacles and
Enjoy
all of
supper.
that, let's talk a little sports. How was your weekend?
Busy, but good. I got to go to Austin and watch Kylie and Emma compete. I thought they both did extremely well, and had an opportunity to work the other 2 days, and gave me an opportunity to be around a bunch of kids from around the state of Texas. A lot from around, our area, which was neat. Rising Star and Richland Springs and Cross Plains, and did extremely well, boys and girls, and got to see a lot of our kids. Brooke Smith, got to see them and just interact with a bunch of kids from all over the state. And the message I try to relate to them is there was a lot of nerves and there's a lot of disappointments when they were coming off the track. But for me, just to let them know, hey, you got to remember, you've already won. I mean, you're top 9 team in the state of Texas coming into this thing, and think about all the schools that wish they were in the position you were in. So I had an opportunity to try to impact some kids. It was really neat. Saw some fast folks, and some people that threw and jumped a long way.
All right. I have to ask you, because we were talking about this gentleman on the air, because Derek knows him. A couple of your coaches came from over there. Coach Newman at Brenham. Did you get a chance to see him?
You mean, Jerry
Newman. He's got a sister here, and I went to
didn't know
watch him
that.
play. Yeah.
I know Jerry extremely well. Worked with him for a while when I was with Glenn West at Brenham, and he was a track coach, been a track guy forever, worked at Texas Relays for a long time. But I didn't see Jerry, but I know Jerry extremely well, and those Brenham Cubs ran well.
Yeah, they were third in regional, and of course he's a May graduate, 1977.
May Tiger. I saw some May Tigers there too.
Yeah, Reese Chambers won a silver medal in the 100 meters. So
we had some represent.
We did. We had a good representation, won about 8 medals from around this area. So congratulations to all of those folks. So track and field is done. Baseball is done, unfortunately. I know we were there. You were probably listening when you could.
I did. Got to speak with both coaches, Coach Mauser and Coach Harris, and they were pleased with the way the kids played. I just think they were outmanned. I think Iowa Park had a better baseball team. I think at one point in the 5th inning, the first game, it was 4-0. I know the second game they jumped up on us in the second inning, but our kids competed. Played, extremely hard, never gave up from what the message I heard. And the message that I want our kids to understand is, I heard the term that Iowa Park was athletic. I want us to be athletic. So while the iron's hot, let's strike the iron and think about what we need to do and what we want to do as we set our goals for the next season, and what we want to try to attain and how are we going to get there. So those are always opportunities for me to teach kids in the program, here's where we are, where do we want to be, how do we get there. It's easy to say I want to be a doctor, but 10 years will pass and you can want to be a doctor all you want. What are you going to do in that 10-year period to become what you want to become? And that's sort of the way I teach our kids. What are we going to do from this point until next year when we step on that diamond again to make sure we're as successful as we can possibly be, and sort of set some realistic goals for them. But all in all, I thought we had a great leadership from our older kids, and then the younger kids followed in place. I thought Coach Harris did an outstanding job for his first full season. Along with Coach Mauser and Coach Long and Coach Rabb. I thought they did a great job with our kids in the program, and I think we're headed in the right direction. So really pleased with the year. Unless you win it all, you're going to lose, and you're going to be done for the year, and you're going to be saddened, and ours ended sooner than we wanted to. But I thought all in all, if you look back on it and you were to ask people how you predicted our year to be, I think we have a little bit more successful year than most thought. So I think that's a great start for Coach Harris, and definitely something we can build on in the future.
Yeah, 6 seniors moving on, but boy, the nucleus to have a really good team with all those freshmen and sophomore coming back, and excited about the future of Brownwood baseball. 7-on-7 league play tonight.
About to kick it off right now. It's our second week. We got this Monday. Then next week we'll go Tuesday, because we have our athletic banquet on the 17th, and then so Tuesday the 18th we'll be back at league play, and then of course we'll go back, I think it's the 24th, and finish our league play that last Monday in May, and then we kick off our camps, and then of course our state qualifiers start on the 15th, so that'll be this coming weekend. We're going to Graham, and we'll play Crum and Hershey and Dumas to see if we can have an opportunity to win that pool, to get to an opportunity to play another pool, to have the opportunity to qualify. So it's a very stout qualifier, which I think they'll all be. There's a lot more people, I think, involved. They're trying to reach out and find more qualifiers because of the fact that they lost out last year. And I think that the interest is even up with some of them that maybe play 7-on-7, but they don't go as many qualifiers. We definitely had a lot of people trying to get in ours. We have a waiting list, so it's going to be a competitive season for 7-on-7, but looking for the opportunity for our kids to go out and compete.
All right. Do you know what time our first game is on Saturday?
I knew you were going to ask me that question. I think it's 10:45, if I'm not mistaken, or 9:45. It got moved. And,
okay.
The latest one, I think it's 9:45.
We'll talk more Wednesday about that though. That's going to be some exciting stuff right there up in Graham.
It is. It's going to be good. Well, like I said, we'll kick it off with Crum, and then I think we play Hershey, and then we finish our pool play with Dumas, who's a top shelf program.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of kids run the state track meet.
Yeah, Dumas was a top 10 team last year. Man. All right, so good stuff right there. I know next Monday we have the Mothers Club football banquet too. Folks need to get those tickets.
Yep, need to get your tickets. You can get those, I think Friday may have been the last day to get those tickets, but Lisa is out this week. She won't be back until Friday. If you want camp information, camp forms, you can still pick those up outside the athletic office. We'll be around. You can pick those forms up, and then also don't forget we have the We Are One golf tournament and the silent auction and the meal before on the 21st and 22nd. So go to wearebrownwood.com and sign up for the supper with the silent auction and an opportunity to win some great raffle items, and then of course the golf tournament on the 22nd at Brownwood Country Club. We need to fill that thing up. All proceeds go to our athletes, boys and girls of all ages, at Brownwood ISD.
All right, that's going to be a fun 2 days there.
It is.
So be sure and get in on that. You mentioned the camps and some other stuff, great stuff coming up. So keeping those kids busy during the month of June, that's for sure, and July.
That's right. I'm going to refer back to the track meet. I thought this is pretty neat. You remember the Bolden kid that was the phenomenon that came out of straight Jesuit that ran so fast at the state track meet? It never fails every year. You see the growth of athletes in society, period. It's weird. When I was in school, which was pretty good piece ago. 6'5", 225 pounds was a big human being. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, you got to be 6'5", 300 to be a decent sized person or fast or whatever, and all that to say strength is changed tremendously. But Bolden was pretty special. He ran a 10.19 at the state track meet. They had a kid from Harlingen run a 10 flat, or they timed him at 9.989.
Golly.
High school kid running 10 flat 100, and what's crazy is the top 4 were 10, 1, 9 or better, and the last place guy ran a 10.3.
Oh my.
That's absolutely amazing. It's like I said, the growth and the strength of kids, and I think that comes from the development of, better strength programs, strength and quickness programs, and of course, that's what we focus on. But I thought that was neat that the kid from Harlingen came to Austin, Texas, and ran a 10 flat.
That's pretty cool stuff right there. That's moving.
No, that is cruising.
Let me tell you, man, good stuff. Hey, I know we haven't talked a lot about this, but we're getting closer to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Classic, you of which, of course, will be the coach of one of the football teams.
Yeah, I'll be coaching the blue team, along with Coach Denard is going to help with our staff.
Oh, okay.
Coach Rome from Abilene Cooper, Coach Jones from San Angelo, and then Coach Fannin from Jim Nett will be on my team. So we better get together sometime and start talking how we're going to do this thing. I better coordinate that, but I'm excited about the opportunity to do that. It's an opportunity to spend the week with the kids and sort of hit that ministry, that I think, the foundation, that we need is based on Christ. And it took me a lot long. I wish I was a smarter young man when I knew what was going on. I just didn't want to listen when I was young. And if the opportunity to reach a younger person to make their world and their life a better place because of the foundation they can get through Christ is important to me. So having a week to get to minister to kids and to do that is going to be special for me and for that coaching staff. So we're going to have a good time with it.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got some good people on that staff. A couple of them I know pretty well. So, and that's June 12th, I believe, the football game. So we'll certainly talk more about that. June 5th will be the basketball game here at the Coliseums, the girls and boys. So keep that on your calendar.
We got kids competing in all events, so it's going to be neat to see them out there and having fun one more time before they embark on their next journey, which is college or whatever they pursue after high school. So it's going to be a fun time.
All right. Man, great stuff, Coach. We covered a lot today and just still a lot going on, even though actual athletics are starting to wind down a little bit, but still plenty happening. 7-on-7 tonight. What'd you say, 5:30? Beginning about now?
5:30.
All right. And that's between the high school or up at the high school?
That is at the high school.
All right. Dallas, Houston, if you're watching, we're still thinking and praying for you and Linda.
Every day.
Yep. And Walter Banks as well.
Yep. Well, Walter.
Walter listens to that radio. He's probably listening right now.
Well, hello, Walter. I got to see Walter at a couple of baseball games not long ago.
Yeah. And come out tomorrow about 10 o'clock and we'll see him again.
Let's do that.
Yeah. We're going to be at Walter's place tomorrow on Taco Tuesday.
Nice.
Take him some lunch and enjoy the few minutes with Walter. All right. Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Burner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howey Enterprises, Humphrey Peach, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
Hey, your boy did good in the NASCAR yesterday.
Yeah, we have to do our Monday evening NASCAR report.
That's right.
He did good. He had a tire blow up on him and he hit the wall early when he was in the lead. The cords, it corded is what they call it, where all the cords started coming out of it, and he first stage he was fighting just to stay on the lead lap and wound up finishing third right behind Stars boy. What's his name? Kyle Larson. And then of course Martin Truex Jr. won it. So put another win in the Joe Gibbs Racing stable.
Truex is a Joe Gibb racer.
Yes, he is.
That's kind of
my favorite.
Kind of ironic that yours and Stars would finish second and third, though, right there.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
But we're in the top 5. Old Rowdy Bush has got his mojo back.
Yeah, seems like it.
He
No
is.
doubt. There is your NASCAR report.
Monday evening NASCAR report.
All right, Coach, good stuff, and we'll visit again on Wednesday.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Coaches show every Monday and Wednesday at this time on 101.3 KOXC. Video at KOXC.com and the KOXC KBWD Facebook page.